there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the UCF Knights, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Knights will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. The Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Gashes the heart of the knee. Inside the touchdown, Bearcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So UCF's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They go to the ground. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Knights will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again. And he runs into a wall. Maybe he got it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wants to throw. It's Carpenter. Fires to the right. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive. impressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finding themselves intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Touch pass on the run. Bringing it back. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The pull and throw off the RPO. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And the Bearcats have pushed it inside the 20. Trying play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Looking for an open area to his left. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it down the left side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball.
Turning it on! And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, UCF!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. Got room at the 35. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached a break. Cincinnati is on top, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. To throw, it's Carpenter. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Got the big pause on him, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Now from inside the red zone. They'll run the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Pass to Ted. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they turn it into a defensive score. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quarterback making checks. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. And he took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
17, UCF 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Carpenter. Got it behind the line, it's Johnson. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here's the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Ashley. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense. Pressure.
There he goes. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Give him 6. Touchdown, UCF!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Carpenter. Firing deep. Snatches it on the right. He's loose. 10. Touchdown Bearcats. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
In the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
And the quarterback and receiver just got on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it right.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes. So you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the returner goes down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Paul.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
Looking for a man. It's Carpenter. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third down, he drops to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Buys a little time. On the run, fires downfield. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Makes the catch. It's Sims. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Dances away to buy time. At the 40, there he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. He'll pull it on the read. Running into the open space. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The handoff to Johnson. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. A third down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the left. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bearcats. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
UCF 21.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
UCF 27.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in, looking for space. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the move to his left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Off the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. With the catch, it's Ware. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Knights in the hurry up. Third down play from the gun. It's complete on the right side. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Back to pass, it's Carpenter. Punts it out of the air. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Second down coming up. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree.
There he goes! And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Got his man on the right. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. The Knights can really attack on this second and short. To the ground with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. A little release to the back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Sims. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. At the 45 on its way. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Knights are on the move. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. He's got the back in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Got enough space. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Knights! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
He's got it for the 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Cincinnati, 31.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Offense in a bunch formation. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They're going to run it. Sweet cut there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Quarterback on the keeper. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. He'll go up top. Maybe a deciding play here. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. With the run on 1st and goal. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Buys a little extra time. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Got to move quickly here. They need to get into field goal range. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Crosses to 40. He gets out of bounds. 27 seconds left. It'll be 1st down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. What a great job to get out of there, pick up the 1st down, get out of bounds, clock stopped, and now they'll reset. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Knights didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. When you deal with a rival